Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Learn to Read Qur'an, and we are now on lesson 8 in lesson 7. So last time, can everyone remember what we looked at? Yes, we looked at the vowel which was the kasra. So this was this one, wasn't it? And this was the second of the vowels that we looked at. We looked at the fatha on this page. Yeah, we looked at the fatha, which was the a noise. Then last time we looked at the kasra, which was the E noise. So today we're going to do a bit of practice where we're looking at both fatha and kasra together in words because we know both of them now. So we're going to start here and I'm going to read the word and hopefully you're going to practice along with me. And then obviously if you need to repeat the lesson to get more practice, then that's good too. So let's start. Bismillah. We have wa, ri, tha. So what did I do? I identified the letter here. I identified that that was wow. I identified it had an a noise above it. So I put them together and I said wa. I identified that this middle letter was a ra, that it had a kasra which made it light. So this was a ri, yeah, because the kasra makes the ra light. I'm just going to take that away because otherwise it's difficult to see what's going on. Then I identified that I had a tha. I had a fatha, so this is tha. So the whole of the word became wa, ri, tha. So that's what you have to do. You have to identify what the letter is, then whether you have an a, in other words, you have a fatha, or you have an e, in other words, a kasra, and you have to put the noises together. So we'll carry on. A, mi, la. I'll slow down a bit. Ra, hi, ma, ka, the, ba. Let's move on to line 2. Sha, he, da. Ha, thick and heavy. Remember, ha is a thick, heavy letter when it has the fatha there. Ha. Si, ra. So ra, when it has the fatha, it's thick and heavy. On line 1, when it had the kasra, that's when it was light. So let's carry on here on line 2. Sa, fi, ha. So this one is a tricky one, isn't it? This ha looks different at the end. It looks different here in the middle. So you do have to keep your eye out for that one. Let's carry on. Ha, bi, bo. We move on to line 3. We've got the hamza here with the fatha. So a, the, na, ra, di, ba. And hopefully you could hear how this ra was thick and heavy. The dad was thick and heavy even though it had a kasra. Carry on. Ma, li, ki, fa, ri, ha. Line 4. A, ji, ba, ba, la, di, ha, mi, da, fa, li, ma. Doing well. We're on line 5 now. Ha, bo, bi, a, li, ma. And here you've got the hamza and the kasra underneath it. So this is e, b, li. So that whole word, each of those 3 letters had kasra, didn't they? Ha, si, ba. So now we started joining up the letters from line 6 onwards, so you can see how this is how it would look in the Qur'an. Obviously from lines 1 to 5 I've kept the letters separate just so that you can perhaps find it a little easier to identify each letter and each vowel with it. Now here on line 6 we need to get used to seeing them all properly joined up. So this first one here is a noon, and it has a fatha, has an ah noise, so this is na, si, ya. Then we've got sa, mi, a. Then wa, si, a, ma, i, ya. Let's keep going, we're nearly there. Line 7, sha, ri, ba. Then I've got a ha with the kasra, hi, ya. Ra, di, ya. Ha, she, ya. Ba, qi, ya. Ya, e. This is the hamza, isn't it? So hamza is quite a sharp noise. So I've got ya, e, sa. This is an interesting one, isn't it? We have these letters here that can get a bit confusing if you don't look carefully. So what you have to know is that when you have two letters written in this way, you've got one on top of the other. Sometimes you see this in, beautiful Arabic calligraphy, and sometimes you'll have more than just two letters, one on top of the other. You can have almost 3, 4 letters just written sort of almost vertically, one, then the next underneath, and the next underneath. So here we've got two letters, one on top of the other. The one at the top here, the one at the top, well, let's take the one at the bottom first. Honestly, I'll get it right, won't I? Here we go. So let's look at this again. Here we go, two letters. The first one is this one here. And that actually attaches itself to this little line there. And this is actually a ba with a fatha. Now you might say to yourself, no, I think this is a jim, because look, here you've got this shape here. This is actually the bottom letter and it has a dot there. So that's actually a ha. So I'll take all my scribblings off and you can have a better look at what we've got. So this is ba, khi, la. Don't worry. If you keep looking at it, if you keep practicing it, you'll see how that works, inshallah. And if you don't worry. You can forget that one for now if you want to, and you can always just say, right, I'll pretend I didn't see that one. I'll just do the next one, and I'm going to do the next one now. Ta, bi, a. So there you go. That was from page 16 of the booklet, and this was where we were practicing. Well, it says we're practicing the kasra, but really we're practicing both. We're practicing fatha and kasra, which we need to do. You're not always going to find just one vowel and only one vowel in one word. I mean, sometimes you do, but very rarely. And so we have to be able to focus and recognize both of the vowels that we've seen so far. And if you carry on and you complete this page a few times, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. And inshallah, I'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum.